Something like this. Something like that. Alright, fuck it, we in there. I ain't got time for all that shit. I ain't got time for all that. Alright. Welcome back to another episode of Financial Fridays here on the Financial Corner, where we break down investing for average everyday people so we can go out here and get this money. Yeah, man. But you already know the motto: no shortcuts, no excuses, just progress. You already know what we on around here, man. We trying to build generational wealth, and it ain't as hard as people think. All you need is a little discipline and a little strategy. So let's get right into the episode. But before we do, you know what you got to do. If you ain't got your investing account, make sure you click the link down below and get your investing account started. And you can do it Robinhood and get a free share just for doing it. You already know. And if you don't got your high yield savings account, click the link down below with Allah. Get $100 when you open up your high yield savings account with them. And if you don't got your financial freedom journal yet, you already know. Make sure you go to the Buck Bandit shop, the Financial Corner merch, man, and cop up. And let's get right into what's going on in the market this week. Sheesh. Listen, man. Happy Friday. Welcome back. I know if you looked at your portfolio, like, yo, what is going on this week? It's up, it's down, it's all around. Like, yo, this thing is crazy. It's toxic curvy out here. So, what happened? Let's get into it, man. We hit all-time highs again. Like I keep saying, and we plunged on inflation fear. So we got a little bit of everything this week. It was up, we was riding high, and we was down. People was sad, and then we came back again. And why did we come back up again? Because the geopolitics, it turned out to be good. That we just got a crazy green arrow on the spy. What the heck just happened? Some buyers just came in. The market's still running. Y'all see that? Look at that crazy green arrow. Sheesh. That thing, yo, if you ain't in the market, you on the sidelines, you tripping. What's up, bro? Appreciate you for being here. Like the video. So it was roller coaster this week. Right now, the S&P, what is sitting at? 748. 748.57 right now. So they still rumbling at the time of this recording. So we gonna see what it is by the end of the show. So what happened and why it happened? Let's break it down to numbers. The Dow held is holding 50,000 right now. It hit 50,000 last week and came down, but right now, so far it's holding. The S&P is pushing 7,500. You see, I just said it's 74.57 right now. It's pushing seven. Look, as soon as they get up there, the sellers coming in like, no, no, like the buyers gonna come in and push that thing up past 7,500. Mark my words. In a couple weeks, if not next week, and the Nasdaq, it fell crazy this week, but it came back up, bounced back, and now that's holding over 26,000. So it's looking like the market is trying to run. It's looking like the people trying to cash out right quick and just before what's about to come. So let's get into a little bit more what happened this week, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what's about to come next week. Why the market running this week, because people trying to cash out and it might drop next week. So early this week, remember I was talking about the inflation? It was cool and well, it wasn't cool. It was moderate. It was getting moderate. Now inflation back up, and this is the crazy part. That's why I say you got to stay tuned in, because every week the inflation data comes in. If y'all didn't know that, so it came in hot and heavy. All right, CPI it was hotter than expected at 3.8% year over year, and that was mostly driven by the energy and the oil and the Strait of Hormuz and all that. And the PPI, the wholesale, that's the producer price index. That's the prices coming from the producer's standpoint, the company's standpoint. And so the wholesale prices jumped 6% over the last 12 months. And that's high. All right. So when Wall Street see that inflation is coming in hot, they already pricing in that the Fed is not going to cut these rates. All right. So if they was saying that the Fed was going to cut the rates. Now it ain't looking like it because the inflation data came in high. All right. So the tech and chip makers like Nvidia and AMD saw some heavy profit taking. And why is this important? Because remember, we keep talking about this AI bubble. AI bubble. It's a bubble. AI is a bubble. No, it's not a bubble. But when they start talking like that, institutions start getting scared. Oh my goodness. And what happened with Nvidia? Like I said, if y'all ain't go watch that video, watch that. I already said what happened was going to happen. Nvidia was going to beat the earnings out the park, but the stock was going to fall on the news. Nvidia is still falling. I'm about to look Nvidia up after this in a minute. Like Nvidia is still falling. So it's like you can't really pay attention to when a big dog like Nvidia report killer earnings because the market is not going to care. It's going to be like, whatever, nigga, you supposed to do that, you Nvidia. I already went over that if y'all ain't checked out that last video. So when it, like I said, when inflation spikes, investors get nervous. So the midweek plot twist. This is why the market recovered so fast. The geopolitics, the entire market move right now is what's going on with Trump and the Iran and the Strait of Hormuz and the world's oil supply. That's a major thing. I don't think people realize how major a thing this is. It's so major that if the war stopped right now, like when you're seeing this recording, if the war stopped at this very second, the damage is already done. It's like somebody punched you in your face, your jaw broke. They stopped punching you. It's like, bro, like my jaw still has to heal. So it's still a lot of stuff that has to happen uh with this Strait of Hormuz stuff and all that because it's still a whole lot of uncertainty and the market does not like uncertainty even though we rallying through it because we had the software jump and now we got that quantum stuff. And stick around to the end of this video because I'm gonna give y'all 3 quantum stocks too because quantum is running right now. That's another phase of the AI revolution, but we'll get into it. So you have to understand that when the geopolitics is playing a major role in the market, it could swing either way real fast. All right. So the reason why when Secretary of State Marco Rubio, he's said it's good signs like it's diplomatic talks is coming over good and all that. But we all know it's not going good, bro. They are still at war. Like they are trying to lie and trying to manipulate the market allegedly, but we know what they doing. Like he trying to say that everything is good so the markets won't panic sell. So everybody won't panic sell and the markets won't overreact. You see what I'm saying? So because they understand how powerful geopolitics plays in the economy of the world because oil is such a staple in everyone's economy. All right. So what to watch out for next week? The catalyst. All right. If you trade or invest in next week, I need you to keep your eyes glued to these 3 things. All right. Number 1, the Fed minutes. Kevin Walsh has officially been sworn in today. It's official. So it's a new regime in the Fed. So with the Fed minutes coming up, all the Fed minutes is they're going to tell you how they feel. So investors, institutions, everybody going to be hanging on to their every word to see if they going to give us a clue on if they going to raise rates or cut them. They're going to see if they hawkish or dovish. Hawkish mean aggressive, dovish mean they chilling. So that's what everybody's watching out for, the Fed minutes next week on Wednesday. Also, more corporate earnings are coming out, like consumer staples. We got your Targets, your Walmarts, and your Costco's, and all them. If they report good earnings, that's going to be good for consumer sentiment, saying people are still spending money through the high inflation, which might give the Fed a reason to cut the rates. All right. And last thing you want to watch for is the oil and headline risk with the geopolitics. You always want to keep an eye on this, all right? Because with the fragile ceasefire in place and this blockade of the Strait of Hormuz and the diplomatic talks are really driving the market sentiment day to day, any sudden breakdown and we not coming to talks no times or anything that is going to move the market. Okay, so that's the things you want to watch out for. All right, and as promised, my three stocks to give y'all to watch out for. Yo, I should have did this episode yesterday because today these joints is running, yo. So let's talk about the future. All right, while everybody talking fighting over the AI stocks and all that, savvy investors are looking. What I always say, we always looking because it's always a bull market somewhere. Don't be all gun ho and oh, I'm only tech, I'm only infrastructure. No, the money gonna be dipping in and out, especially in times like this. So, quantum computing is the next techno it's the next technological leap of our generation. Let me explain why. I didn't understand what this meant until I actually was doing some research. I mean, I was up for like an hour reading some. I don't even know who wrote this article, but it was so in depth of what quantum really means for the information age. Let me break some of this down. What I grasped from this, yo. He basically was saying how you know how information is transferred back and forth. Before it was letters, before then it was telephones, and now it's the internet, and now with AI is condensing information so fast you can learn a PhD and say like 6 months, 10 months or something. Like you can have a PhD worth of knowledge in 10 months for just because of the AI. With this quantum computing, that breaks that 10 months down into 10 minutes. Like that is what it so all like it could break down massive amounts of data super fast because it's in a quantum field. Quantum moves, it's in a different I can't think of the right word. It's in a different frequency than us, so it moves faster. So with this quantum computing, what this is going to do is be able to make investors predict stocks 10, 20 years ahead of time based off of the information that is presented to it in the present form. So it's going to tell you, it's going to take all of this information, all of the war going on, all of the inflation data, all of the job data, all of the stocks, the S&P, the Chinese economy, the London. It'll take all that data, condense it down into concise in like 10 minutes. With that type of technology, I don't think people realize how many people are going to get pushed out of the wealth gap. Like the wealth gap is going to be like it was like this now that it's going to be the Hunger Games if people don't get their mind right. So let's get into what stocks to look for. And also, McKinsey projects that the quantum market could generate up to $72 billion by 2035. So let that sink in. The first stock on this list is IONQ. IONQ. All right. And why this play is so important is this is the pure quantum hardware. Okay. Because quantum only can operate with these things called qubits. Okay. So the IonQ uses a unique trapped on technology that most quantum computers they struggle with because there's a lot of errors in this new technology. But why ion q is so important because they have an accuracy rate of 99.9%. So they have actively scaled a massively 256 qubit system, and they locked down the lucrative government contracts. So with them locking down government contracts, you already know they got guaranteed money coming in. All right. Another play, my second stock, we're gonna give y'all some stability. Alphabet, Google, they did not just give y'all this stock. The reason why they good for quantum is because without they gonna give you, they have good leaps and good progress in this quantum field, and they're going to give you that exposure without all of that downside because they have so many other arms to their business. All right, but they have massive breakthroughs in this quantum field, and their proprietary quantum chips they take years to commercialize. So it's going to make it's going to make it easier for them to integrate that quantum stuff when the quantum actually do get worked out and all the kinks worked out and it's not and is more effective. Google gonna be able to easily integrate that into their Google Cloud. YouTube. They're going to easily be able to integrate that into their already massive computer systems. So that's why if you want to get some exposure but don't want to bet on a company you never really heard of, go with Alphabet, Google. They always good. They always on the cutting edge of technology too. Lastly, lastly, this company been running up today. Rigetti Computing. I can't even say this. Rigetti Computing, ticker symbol RGTI. Okay, and this is the AI quantum hybrid. All right, so Rigetti, they build their quantum integration circuits and specialized integration quantum machine learning. Okay, so they have an 84 qubit specialized system. It's called Anika. It's a specialized that's only theirs. Like they have the patent to this, and it's a massive performing milestone. It's a massively performance milestone for them because, like I said, the thing with this quantum stuff is highly inefficient. So these companies have figured out how to make their quantum computing efficient, and that's the name of the game right now. Okay, so Wall Street analysts are highly bullish on the upside and growth of Rigetti Computing. All right, so because they directly bridge the gap between the AI and the quantum. You see what I'm saying? Because you need the hardware. So that's my three stock picks for y'all, man. Rigetti Computing, ticker symbol RGTI, Alphabet, ticker symbol GOOGL, and Ion NQ, ticker symbol IONQ. All right, so man, listen, man, appreciate y'all for being here. I always try to give y'all stuff that I'm looking at. Try to give y'all stuff that y'all ain't heard. Y'all ain't heard nobody talk about these. I ain't heard nobody talk about these joints. So only thing I heard these was CNBC and in that group chat I was in. Then Bull started going in on this quantum stuff, and I started reading that joke for like an hour yesterday. He was going in there so much data to prove it. I said, "Yo, quantum computing," and sure is shit stink, nigga. Today, quantum. Matter of fact, let me look up some quantum stocks right quick. Say, oh no, I ain't bullshitting you. I seen this shit. I said, yo, why is these shits running? I was gonna put an option in on these joints, but I'm like, I don't want to put no option in on these joints and be left holding the bag just because I know one of these stocks is going to be one of the stocks of the future. Let's look up RGTI real quick. Yo, this stock was running up. It fell today. Look at this joint though. This joint ran up crazy yesterday. And I'm like, yo, no, that was earlier today. It's selling off. Yeah, it ran up crazy earlier today. And I'm like, damn, I should have definitely bought some shares. It's only like $16. Yeah, it's only like $16. It really ain't gonna hurt you. But quantum computing, quantum computing is something to pay attention to. So appreciate y'all for being here, man. You already know, man. Grab your free stock on the way out. Make sure you get your $100 from Allah. Make sure you grab your financial freedom journal, and make sure you grab your Buck Bandit merch too, man. Make sure you subscribe to the Buck Bandit Network. 157,000 subscribers, man. God is good, man. I'm just trying to help y'all on the way. You know what I mean? On the way when I'm going up, I'm trying to drag as many people with me, man. One of my main things. I ain't trying to make money off people, man. I'm trying to make money with people. It's more than enough to go around. High tide raise all boats. Y'all, if you're around somebody and they think that you getting money, stopping their money, get from around them. Because for one, they don't understand how money works, and two, they a leech. So you already know there's enough money out here for all of us. They literally print it every time the market open. So with that, appreciate y'all for being here. That was another Financial Friday. If this helps you, I only ask you one thing only. Make sure you share it with somebody else so it can help them too. Because we trying to build a community, man. Niggas in my boys in my comments talking about, yo, man, what you ain't got no views and no comments, but you always popping up on my timeline. I thought to myself, like, well, it's working for one. And two, I'm like, bro, if I want likes and comments, I just buy the likes and comments like everybody else. We are building something different over here. I'm building a community of people who really trying to get some money and actually trying to put the money where your mouth at and actually learn something different and actually have something we can pass down to our kids. You can't pass no parlay down to your kids, my man. It's fun, it's good. Yeah, my team won. You can't pass a parlay ticket down to your kids. You can pass some Apple stock down to your kids, though. You can pass some VOO down to your kids. You can pass some life insurance down to you. And I gotta get a life insurance drink for y'all too. I gotta get an affiliate link for y'all. Get some life insurance. $500,000 policy, $20. Stop acting stupid. Like that should be your biggest financial flex. I got life insurance for my kids. Anything happen to me, they got $500,000. But not even only that, you've been teaching them this too, so they'll be financially literate. I don't know. My folks was always talking about stocks. Let me go invest some of this money in there. Let me put some of this money in there because you actually be doing it and you leading by example. So I'm not doing this for the likes. If you hating and all that, please come back. Come back. As long as you don't get too crazy, please come back. Hate on me. If you ain't got nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me. Cause I ain't mad, bro, because I'm doing this not for no damn likes, not to be no internet guru and hey, you're smart, you know a lot of stuff. Man, I'm trying to show y'all it's a bag out here. Like it's like a mother. Hey, I found it. Yep, I'm that nigga. Like so, I don't care if you hate and you man, you ain't getting no like. I'm not getting it for like. I'm getting it for the one person that's gonna see this and be like, ooh, wait, hold on, what the fuck did he just say? And just actually start looking this up and be like, oh shit, man, this nigga ain't lying. Oh, let me go buy. Let me open this custodial account for my kids. Hold on, let me go get this Roth IRA started. Hold on, let me start putting some money in this high yield. Hold on, let me see. Like, and then you're gonna be like, all right, it is actually more to this stock stuff. It is actually more to money than just making money, going to work, paying your bills, and getting some damn new sneakers. Like it's more to life. Like you actually have money working for you, and we doing that over here. And if you want to see a portfolio live in action, longer, make sure y'all tap into the Buck Bandit Podcast Network. Me and Reno just hit a milestone, 4 figures on that joint. We just started that joint this year, so. Yeah, I mean, we probably be doing some options over there. That's probably where I put the options at the free joints. If y'all want them real options, I'm probably gonna have a Discord coming real soon because y'all gonna have to pay for that, man. Because I ain't trying to hear no, yo, man, I ain't got to be, man. Man, no, you gotta learn the game. You gotta know the game. Don't be trying to pick stuff just because it's a hot stock, dog. You gonna be shit out of luck. Be mad and shit. You don't understand what the market doing, but you want to put in the damn call option, nigga. No, not over here, not on my watch. I need to make sure people rocking with me, people actually want to learn some information, and people actually want to give some information too, nigga. I'm trying to learn from y'all too. I don't know every fucking thing, dog. I want to be wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong. Hey, you got this wrong. Bet now I can get better. So people like that's if you around somebody who never wrong, get from around them. That's a toxic trait because if you never wrong, you're never going to grow. I'm trying to grow, and that's the only way your bank account going to grow. You think you ain't growing as a person, but your bank account going to grow? If it do grow, it's gonna come right back to where you are as a person because you're not the type of person that can have 5 figures in your bank account and not feel like you the shit because you got little 10, 100, $1 million in your bank account, nigga. That shit is not real money. All that's not real money. I know people like, well, if I had $1 million, my life would change. 9 times out of 10, if you can't manage $1,000, you can't manage $1 million. You're gonna be more in debt. You're gonna have more bills. You're gonna be like, you're gonna want to kill yourself. It's like people want to drive the Ferrari until you get in the Ferrari. What is most people gonna do if they get behind the wheel of a Ferrari? I'll let you answer that question. But appreciate y'all for being here, man. I see y'all next time, next week, man. Same time, same place, same money flow. You hear me? And with that, let's go out here and get this money. Yes, sir. You too. Appreciate you. How long you been? Damn, dog, that's crazy. See, like, and I don't let you hate like that. You know what I mean? As long as you don't get too disrespectful, you know what I mean? Like, you got a problem with trans people, though? That's crazy, man. Like, you might get canceled for that, Vito, Demetro. But appreciate y'all for being here, man. If y'all ain't tapped in, man, make sure y'all tapped in. Make sure y'all check out the Fit Life workout every weekday morning at 8:45. Make sure y'all check out the Buck Bandit podcast every Monday night, 7 p.m. live, only here. Man, make sure you get your financial, make sure you get your Buck Bandit merch at the Financial Corner collection, man. And you already know, man. Until next time, let's go out here and get this